So I want to welcome you all to the Q&A presentation, and I'm gonna get through it. So basically, Hollow Realms is a MMORPG server which combines the two aspects of PvE and PvP, and it's you will know more about all the different aspects it has from our team leads. So I don't want to spoil too much and just go right into it. And for whatever reason, Corsi added that file, and that's
It's
the ML of the
It's
day.
amazing. The animal of today is a cat. As you can see, it's holding a nice little strawberry. Cats are usually cute and fluffy, and they usually keep to themselves. They are a great pet to have, unless you're allergic to fur, like me. Cool cat facts. They're believed to be the only animal who does not taste sweetness, so this cat cannot taste that strawberry very well. They're nearsighted. They can jump up to 6 times their length. They're supposed to have 18 toes, and the first pet cat was thought to have existed 9,500 years ago. And as kittens, they have 26 baby teeth. That's the animal of the day.
Can I
Yeah,
add some?
that we got
We
solved
literally
that out.
doubled it. Why do we double in viewers when this happened?
Cozy, can I add something?
Yes, of course.
No, you can't. All right, let's
Fun
start.
fact.
Oh, okay.
I,
Wait, okay, I'm in a Mario Party game.
No, let's go right into it. I want to start with
Okay.
the quest team. The team leads are Icarus
Jonathan's here!
and Corsi, and so Corsi's gonna hop into it.
I'm gonna present because Icarus is not here because he's a loser. Anyway, hi. This is the quest team. So ideally, what the quest team does is we write quests for the players to, go out and find. There's a bunch of lore. There's 5 different acts. I will not tell you what each of them is because you have to actually play the server for that. But ideally, we write quest. I can talk. I can English. We write side quests, main quests, and ideally, the whole point of Hollow Realms is you're a player in this world who chose a class, race, whatever. And once upon a time, there was this big dragon known as the Red Father. But so one day, the Red Father mysteriously disappeared. So there are 3 races in Hollow Realms: lizard, demon, and elf. And ideally, all 3 races worshipped the Red Father. But once he disappeared, they blamed his disappearance on each other. So now all 3 races are at war against each other, and the player's job is to find out where the Red Father went, and to fight other races and defend their race.
Why are there no humans? Because humans are boring.
Oh yeah. Why are there no humans? Because that's actually in the lore, but you have to play the server to find it out, But ideally, I forgot to mention something. So there's the main quests and then there's side quests. In order to unlock the main quests, some are higher level than normal. You have to do the side quests. So you can do 5 side quests and unlock the main quest, and then you do the main quest, and then you'll do more side quests and then main quests. So you switch between both of them. Not a half-breed dragon lizard. No, it's full bred. Well, you'll see on the design slide, okay? You'll see. Elves are canonically racist, and no, they're not. Anyway, that's all I have for the quest slide.
Awesome. Classic fantasy racism.
No.
Alright.
disgusting humans.
I want to go right through to the build team with the team leads Ishan and Boo Boo. And
Hello.
yeah, Ishan's gonna take care of that.
Alright, so I'm Ishan, and I am one of the team leads, as Stumby pointed out. And my fellow team leader is Boo Boo. So, basically, we have a gigantic task here, alright? The map is huge, and we've been working on building since I'd say about last August. And currently, we have finished around 160 or so structures in the world. And they've been built by, each of our members from the build team. And some of them we have downloaded and, we've bought them and we've built them in the world. But it's, faster for us to do that, helps move things along. The map contains 17 unique biomes, 6 of 7 are complete, and 5 are currently in the process of being completed. And on the weekends, to, what would you say, encourage building to happen, Boo Boo and I host build sessions. But sadly, not, I gotta be honest here, not many people show up. It's usually just Boo Boo, I feel like maybe one or two others and I. And therefore, the progress of the build team is quite slow. So, if anyone is interested in joining to help us out, just drop one of us a DM or something, I don't know. And we'll see what can be done. All right. Any questions? Underwater biome. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'd hope you have some experience or skill in building. If you wanna
Underwater,
join.
this is underwater biome. Not really. However, there's gonna be a few dungeons
The
which
bosses,
are
right?
based
Yeah.
underwater.
And there will also be water monsters, so we've got like a few monsters that are actually based in the water, and then they're like whole moves revolve around that.
Is that going to be? I don't think so because it's a vanilla mob, right? So we're just gonna be. We'll have you know, our own fantasy creatures. We won't be using wardens and stuff.
I think I'm gonna go through some of the stuff that has been done, which is obviously not
Oh
all,
yeah.
because a lot of areas have already been finished. I would say like 60 to 70%. So this is a redwood biome, which is based on the south side of the map, and it's basically like an area containing pirates and some kind of yokai demons, as you can see with the structures. It's like a pretty early game area, around 10 to 15, but you will hear more for that in the game balancing section. There's also this swamp area, which is like a mid-level area, and these are a few of the structures you can find. Like for open world bosses here, you can find like a giant spider, as well as like general swamp villages. Shrek villages. Yeah, and obviously each of the three races has like a starter territory,
You might
which
give a little info on like the 3 races and like how that all works.
yeah. So basically, at the start of the game, you choose your race, and this is either the elves, the demons, or the lizards, and you start out in your own starter area. With like a massive capital and an area where you can just like explore, and which is like an early game area without PvP. It's like level 1 to 10. So and as soon as like you finish the extended tutorial, you will be available, or you can join the open world, do PvP and stuff. And so here you can see the Elven starter area with a few screenshots of the capital. The lizard starter area.
Oh my god, so beautiful. These places look so freaking good, dude. Like when you see them in game, it's like, god damn, god damn.
Sus.
And this is Santa cooking meth.
Down. Say my name.
Alright.
Say my name.
Alright, so I'm gonna give over to Causey from the design team.
Oh boy, it's design team time. Yay! Ideally, what the design team works on is we make pixel art for the game. We help make promo, which will be released soon on the LeyonMC Twitter. So if you want to see little sneak peeks, well, obviously we'll post them in the Discord server. But if you also want to see more sneak peeks, you should follow LeyonMC on Twitter. It'd be very cool. Anyway, tell me, you can switch slides. So let me go over a few things that we have like already designed. So we have in-game design. So here is the loading screen. When you first join Hollow Realms, this is the first thing that you'll see. It says press escape to continue. This just makes sure that when you load in, you can actually download the texture pack. Make sure you're on the right version. I struggled with that this morning. But if you see this, then you know that you're all ready to go. And yeah, we got this commissioned. Very talented artist. Shout out to I don't know his name, but very talented artist. So thank you whoever made that. Okay, and then when I mentioned, actually no, I didn't. So design team also works on races and classes. So there's multiple classes inside of a race. I don't know what they're called, but whatever. Each race has I think 3 to 4 of its own custom classes. Which if you played in the UHC, then you got to.
R.I.P. Corey.
Well,
You're lagging a bit.
Oh
Where's
shit,
your
my
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's like dipping in and out.
It's 4 classes for each race, by the way.
Yeah, it's 4 classes.
So 12 in
Is
total.
my Wi-Fi good now?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, okay. My Wi-Fi just kind of like has a stroke sometimes, you know? But when you log on, this is the second GUI that you're going to see. It ideally lets you pick your selected class. So you can press the little buttons on here to like change which class you're going to be. And in the little like glowing green square, that's where like your character is going to like pop up holding whatever your selected class is. And here we have like, you can see like the stats as well. So like HP, defense, mana, stamina, damage, magic, psychic. Some of those we're going to remove later. But as for now, that is how you pick your class. These are the designs that I mentioned about during Quest. Shout out to Liz, very talented artist, so talented, oh my god. So the first one is an elven woman. Elvens are usually, well, they live on like the beach and stuff, so they're very like mystical, they're into like water, and as you can see, she's also holding like a staff, because elves, magic, bam bam, you know, it kind of works together. The next two, the like desert-looking ones are the lizards. Lizards are typically more like, they're like family. They all consider each other like equals and stuff. And as you can see, every like character has its own like color palette. I mean, so like elves, for example, are mostly into like blues and greens. Lizards are mostly into like yellows, oranges, and reds. And then demons are obviously reds, and then like darker like browns and stuff. As for the 2 demons, we have a boy and a girl, just like the lizard. Unfortunately, Elven doesn't have one. But yeah, they have horns. Guess what? They're demons. Surprise. And they have cute little armor because demons are mean to each other. They do not consider each other like equals like the lizards. So they're very competitive with each other. They like fighting each other. And earlier I mentioned that like, oh, no humans. Oh no. But play the server. You'll find out why. But the reason that these guys are like half human, half lizard. It's in the lore. I can't tell you though. I can't tell you why because that's spoilers. So, you're welcome.
Alright. Thank you very much. We saw some great designs. I'm gonna go right through the balance team with the team lead, the Mixer, who is sadly not here today because he's not feeling very well. So I might just take over that part. So basically, the task of the balance team is divided into 3 main ones, which is the item balancing, the class balancing, and the mob balancing. And you can ask a lot of questions about it if you're interested later on. But like, I can present you some of the custom items we have, which are, well, we have around 400 custom items, around 300 custom mobs, around 50 bosses, and currently the base classes are 12. So
No
for
shortage
each
of
race. So essentially how it works is that each race has 4 classes, and they are divided into class types, which means every race is gonna have one tank class, one assassin type class, one mage type class, and one range type class. So here are a few weapons, for example, the tank classes can have. Tank classes are like the Sea Guardian for the elves, for the lizards it's the Thunder Warrior, and for the demons it's Demonic Knight, or Dark Knight, my bad.
Awesome.
Each
There will be like a ton more abilities, by the way. You're not just going to be limited to 3. Like the 3 we used were like so simplified. You're going to have like so many more for each one. Anyways.
So basically, each class type, so like tank classes, can use theme-specific items, such as great swords, long swords, or axes, great axes, shields too, stuff like that. And yeah, so the assassin type classes can use daggers, katanas, spears, or scythes, as you can see on here. The mage type classes. Oh yeah, I can tell you about that, by the way. The assassin type classes are for the elves. It's like samurai. For the demons, it's a demonic assassin, and for the lizards, it's gonna be a wind assassin. Then there's also the mage classes. We can use staffs and wands, and these are for the elves, the ice mage. For the lizards, it's an earth mage. And for the demons, it's a necromancer. And these are some more shields, for which the tanks can use. And for the ranged classes, it's gonna be for the elves, like a pirate. And for the demons, it's gonna be a void archer. And for the lizards, it's gonna be a hunter. And they use bows, crossbows, and muskets. These are only a few examples, by the way. We got around 400 custom items. So these are just a fraction of what we actually have and what you can find in-game through mob drops and dungeons. Alright, gonna go right through to the custom mobs. As I mentioned, there's around 300 custom mobs, custom normal mobs, and there's also like 50 plus bosses we are gonna use in either open world or in dungeons. So these are just a few. Of course, credits go to the ones who made it. We did not make the mob models ourselves, but we bought them. So credits to those who deserve to be credited. So as you can see, like a golem in a sand style, or a skeleton type boss, or like for the desert, like a pharaoh, or for the ice regions, it's like a yeti, and also like mob packs with orcs wandering around in the forest, or these kind of yokai demons where you also saw the builds earlier in Redwood biome, or like for the ice region, some ice type mobs. And yeah, and for the classes, those who haven't played the UHC right now probably can't imagine what the classes are gonna be like. But like, I might show you an example of the classes we are using. So basically, we are using the classes Samus 2002 made, who's an amazing artist. And as I said, there are 12 base classes, 4 in each race. But later on, there's also gonna be some like DLC classes, which you can unlock to play. And of course, there's gonna be multiple profile slots, depending. If you're a donator, you're gonna unlock more donator slots. Not donator slots, profile slots. But like, I'ma just start the video, and little spoiler, this is also gonna be a DLC class later on. But like, just so you can see what is actually possible. Right. So as you can see, each class has multiple abilities, but you're probably asking yourself, how do I unlock these? Which is pretty simple, by leveling up. So every few levels, with the max level being 50, you unlock a new skill, which you can then use. Right, and I'm gonna go to this again. So level wise, it's divided into difficulties. So like, each biome you see here is gonna define what mobs you will find in there and how difficult they are. Do you see my mouse, by the way? Or do you not? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, that's good. So you see the Japan Forest, which is the starter area of the elves. You see this desert here, which is the starter area of the lizards. And you can see the Dark Forest here, with like the red single volcanoes here, which is the starter area of the demons. The general progression of the server is that there's gonna be areas who are level 1 to 10, which are the starter areas. Then they're gonna go from like 10 to 15, 15 to 20, up to like the really high leveled areas, which are like the icebergs with like level 45 to 50, or even like a 50 plus area, which is the brown biomes, where you will find strong demons. And how the items work is that you will be able to get weapons depending on the level of the area. This means that if you go into the desert area, which is like a mid-level area. I would say like 25 to 30, if I can remember correctly. You can get any item dropped level 25 to 30, and if you meet the requirements of that level, you can equip that weapon. And if you meet the class requirements, of course.
Do you mind if I
Yeah.
if I interject here? So every item has like a base stat, and then it levels up based on its level. So for example, a stick could be level 1, but it could also be level 50. And so every item has every level. Yeah, for example, yeah, you could have a stick. So when you go to a level 25 area, you get the level 25 items, but you have to be level 25 yourself to be able to use that. Just
Exactly. And depending on the rarity of the item, they get of course stronger. So like if you are level 10 and you get like an epic weapon or like a legendary weapon even, it might be stronger than a common weapon of level 20. It might be because like the leveling up or like the scaling is different depending on the rarity of the item. Right. I'll go scroll right through, and as I said, the areas itself are divided into different biomes, which define difficulty level and which mobs you will find in there. But they're also divided into territories, and about the territories and the general stuff, or what is like custom, Jonathan will tell you more.
Hello. Excuse me. I'm Jonathan. I'm one of the team leads for the dev team. Yeah, the other one's not. Let's move on. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. I work on the
What
plugins.
cutie.
I might have forgotten to put his profile picture in. So, yeah. So, anyways, I work on the plugins. I oversee that, and then Nub's working on like a Discord bot right now. I think he's working on like tickets and linking to the server and stuff like that. But we're gonna talk about the plugins today. We're working on multiple systems. I'm gonna show you the PvP system that has been that I'm working on right now. The PvP system is basically a system where the one on the left here is duels. If you want to make that bigger. Where you invite a player to a duel. I don't know how good the quality is, but if you invite a player to a duel, and you guys are both in the same race, then then you duel. You guys know how duels work. That's what I worked on first. Very simple system, and yeah, it's just okay. So if you're not in a duel, you obviously can't attack, and if you're a different race, then you can't attack. And this doesn't have any benefit. Currently, it's just something for fun, something to do with your friends, see who's stronger. The other thing is a PvP system where if you are the same race as your friend and you there's a toggle PvP system where you guys can fight each other. Again, this system has no rewards in it. It's just fun, chaotic. Unless Tumby has something else planned where I need to add rewards. Currently, it has no rewards. So this right now, I'm running a command that basically changes the race, showcasing that it works. I don't know. Let's move on to the next slide. Very simple system. I've been working on the PvP system, making sure that it will work.
Yeah, if I may something like to the PvP, so the questions in chat.
Yeah.
If you die in PvP, which can be open world PvP or like in a war, or not in a war, but like open world PvP, you lose a percentage of your money and durability of your items. So like you don't lose your entire inventory, but like you lose money and durability to the person who killed you. And general PvP is on in the open world if you are close with the level to your opponent and if the opponent is from another race. So there's open world PvP against other races. Right.
this is a pretty cool system on the server where in each race there are 3 different roles. We have the Prime Minister, the General, and the Grand Merchant. And the Prime Minister is everyone in your race votes to who's going to be the Prime Minister. They are distributed on Monday and Friday. The members vote on the weekend, and then the person with the most votes becomes the Prime Minister. This changes every week, and you can, if you vote for the same person, the Prime Minister can be the Prime Minister for a month, or they can just be it for a week. And then we have the General, which happens also once a week, where all members of a race can participate. You don't, unlike the Prime Minister, where you have to be a candidate. All members can participate. It's a big PvP tournament that happens every Sunday. And the strongest fighter becomes the general. Whoever wins becomes the general of the race. Show that you're the strongest out of the race, and you can become the general. Then the Grand Merchant is simply the person who has the most money in their pocket. I think it like happens at midnight on Sunday or something like that. So whoever has the most money there gets the Grand Merchant. Do you want to talk about who the? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to talk about the candidates, Tumby? Like,
Yeah.
Prime Minister?
So basically, what Jonathan already said, there's 3 race leaders, which are one's a Prime Minister, which is like an elected position. I can imagine some of our content creators being active there, trying to get elected. We are, for example, partnered, if you didn't know, with people like Redunes or Clown Piers, just to name a few of them. And the general is like a role where it's like the strongest player, and the Grand Merchant would like the richest economy player, and they can all make decisions for the race. So basically, this includes decisions such as engaging a war over territory, or like setting the taxes for the server, for the race, or for the guilds, or for the auction house. I love taxes, and unlike general decisions, which are for the race, like upgrading territories, starting a war, buying a territory, stuff like that. But Jonathan will also tell you more about the territories in the next slide.
All right, so you can see on this map all the territories. I think there's 10 of them, and plus the 3 permanent territories for each race. You can see the ED and L for each race has their own permanent territory, and then they have the choice to expand to other territories by either purchasing them or fighting for them. You can, I'm pretty sure it's the Prime Minister, you can start a vote to declare war to capture the territory. And then the neutral positions can be, the neutral territories can be bought with money, and the captured territories have to be fought for. And basically, so if your race decides to start siege on another one, you'll have 30 minutes to try to take control of 3 capture points. And if you control those 3 capture points by the end of the 30 minutes, you will be able to, that territory is now yours. And the leaders can buy siege weapons to help the attackers before and during the siege. And it's basically just a big war trying to protect or take a territory. Like a big game of domination.
If some of you have played games like New World or For Honor, you might be familiar with similar systems. By the way,
Yeah,
like it's a big world.
It's a simple. It's in quite a few games. It's similar to You can play Call of Duty, simple to control and domination. Anyways, it's basically you gotta hold 3 points by the end of 30 minutes, and you get the territory.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Exactly, and the world map will change according to which race controls which territory. And you can also upgrade these territories in a sense of adding like quality of life features for your race there, or like even defenses to make sieges harder, in a sense of an upgrade at the same time is pasted visually into it. So like if you upgrade the territory's defenses in the siege game, but you will have like walls and stuff, making it easier to defend the checkpoints.
Let's go.
Alright.
Oh my god, somebody stuck an I at the end of my name. Of course they did. Of course they did. Brilliant.
God damn it, who was it? Anyway, thank you very much to our wonderful team. And you are very happy to ask more questions. If you want, you can also get into VC. Just raise your hand. Oh yeah, I think
you don't actually have to type it out. You could just raise your hand.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, come on up.
I think we had a few questions because pay to win stuff. So, oh yeah, I will answer the closed beta version first. So basically what we're gonna do is we are gonna do a beta mode, and it's gonna be closed. So there's a few ways to get the beta passes, which would be either to us giving them away through winning events, or by buying them. So this is gonna help us a lot to like test out the server on a smaller scale. And yeah, it will be like a closed beta similar to MCCI, I would say. Pay to win, it's not gonna be pay to win, of course. And you are not gonna have crates in a sense of getting items. However, there will be crates for pets, which is mostly just a visual thingy. There's gonna be pets who just follow you and are cute to look at. There's also gonna be pets which are mountable, like actual boars, or like dragons you can ride. You can even fly dragons. That's kinda crazy. And also there's gonna be pets who have a few abilities assisting you in battle. But these are acquirable through either purchasing them or getting them through in-game means. There's a lot of pets, by the way, you can get. And a lot of mounts as well. So that's gonna be pretty epic. And apart from that, there's also gonna be like new classes, like DLC classes you can buy, or a few booster packs for your entire race. Like, yeah, activated booster pack, like Hypixel does it, you know. But like, it's not gonna be pay to win. Definitely not. Alright. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see the cosmetic question. Not planned yet. Cause I know there's a system for that and we could do that, but we decided not to do it for now. Maybe you'll add it later on though, but not with the release.
The problem is there's like literally just so much stuff that we're like constantly every day working, and that's just another thing that we just don't have time for at the moment.
Yeah. And also there's a lot of custom stuff already, so it's gonna be more confusing if you add wings, heads to it.
But that would undoubtedly be something amazing we could add.
I could work on that.
Oh, also there's gonna be I think Jonathan mentioned it. There's gonna be guilds. Oh no, Jonathan didn't mention it. There's gonna be guilds.
No, I forgot to put that back in the slides.
Yeah, you are able to create a guild, invite friends from your own race to it. You can also purchase like a guild house, which allows you to store your items, and you can even upgrade this guild house. So like to add new buffs for it, which means you have like a guild territory, and if you upgrade it, you can like get a new bedroom, which allows you to get more people into your guild, or stuff like that. Storage. Yeah, basically you got your own pocket, your money, which if you die you lose like a percentage. If you are in a guild, you can also put your money into your guild bank. There is not an ability tree in a sense of customizing the class you've chosen, but like once you level up, you unlock new abilities, and you can also you have attributes, and you can skill these attributes to make the class more unique. Like for example, if you want to be a battle mage who focuses on hitting or like right clicking with his stuff instead of like casting abilities, you can absolutely do that. Or if you want to be a damage dealer who is originally meant to be a tank class.
Because the thing is, you'll have like a set amount of mana and everything will be on like different cooldowns. So it won't just be like, oh, you know, I can just dump every single ability onto my enemy. It's like you have to strategize and actually choose which ones you want to upgrade and which ones you want to not.
There's gonna be, for the guild question, there's gonna be different roles in your guild. So like a normal member obviously can't access the guild bank. But like if you are the co-owner, you could take money out of it. Or if you are the owner. There's gonna be different roles.
The co-owner can like set taxes, weekly taxes for their members that would take money and go into their guild bank.
Yeah, there's like a lot of taxes. Also for your race.
Taxes. Yeah, for your race you get taxes too. Lots of taxes.
But taxes take a percentage out of from your money. So like how like the race itself has a nation bank, and it takes its money out of the taxes from the players, and with that money they can like upgrade the territory for your own race or like start a war. So that's pretty useful. And depending on who's your race leader, they can also set the taxes. So like they can say the normal taxes are gonna be low. However, we're gonna increase guild taxes, and we're also gonna increase auction house taxes, stuff like that. And these votes can be initiated by different people. So like it's always gonna be a 2/3 majority needed. But like for example, the general cannot initiate a decision on taxes, but he can vote on it. This is like a thing only the Prime Minister and Grand Merchant can do. But like if you wanna initiate a war against another nation, a territory, only the general and the Prime Minister can do that, not the Grand Merchant. So there's gonna be a few decisions. So well, yeah, if you put the tax money you take from your bank, yet you don't really have a bank. You will have your own pocket money, and you will have a guild bank. And since there's also like a guild tax, you're not gonna evade the taxes that easily.
Unless you just leave the guild during the exact tax time and then join back. But then your guild leader would be like, interesting.
Nah, it's gonna take it from the guild bank. That wouldn't do shit, since it takes it from your money,
Exactly.
and also since it's like a
You robbed the
percentage.
bank.
It's like a percentage. So like if you have a lot of money, you get higher taxes, and if you have less money, you also get taxed less in total. So like if you go offline, yeah, they add up, but they get lower over time since your money also gets lower.
Just trying to tell them how to exploit the game before it's even out.
I mean, if you become the guild leader and then you pull all the money out after taxes and then run away, I'm just saying.
There's not gonna be finishers, in a sense of custom modeled ones. However, you can upgrade your guild base with like builds. So like you can't build there, but if you buy an upgrade, it will be like in the territories, will be both visual and like the actual feature. So like if you buy a bedroom, it will increase your maximum guild member count from 10 to 20, and you will also get a new bedroom in your guild house or a guild territory. Yeah, you can put your money into items. That's not a bad idea actually. There will be an auction house, by the way, which can be accessed by all members from all races, so like it's a global one. You can get money by either killing mobs, doing quests, or selling them. There is an auction house where you can sell it to players, which makes sense if you have really good items, like legendary ones or epic ones with lucky stats. However, you can also like just sell them easily, like scramble them depending on level and rarity, so you get some money out of it. Yeah, you also get there's a few taxes, which is the auction house tax every time you sell something or buy something. There is the guild tax, which like takes it off the guild bank. And there's also like the normal player tax, which takes it out of your pocket. But I mean, in the end, it's for a good cause, because you want to progress as a race. You want to make war. You want to upgrade your territories. But be aware of who you elect, because they make the decisions. Like if you have terrible people, you're gonna make sure they don't get elected next time if they just put the taxes up. There's not gonna be guild wars because we wanna focus on the war between the three races, and guilds are only inside one race. I mean, what you can also do to make money is obviously PvP in the open world, because you take a percentage out of their money. Also interesting, we haven't mentioned that yet. It is possible to turn PvP off. However, you're gonna take in a debuff in terms of XP and money, which is gonna make it worth it to turn PvP on. But we don't wanna exclude the PvE players, of course. Bounties on players, yeah, there's actually a system called contracts, which makes it possible for you to create different types of contracts, such as like get me that item, or kill that player, and if you do that, you get money. So there's a few types of contracts you can do. There's no PvP if you are inside your own race, so you can't attack someone from your own race. And if you wanna do that, Jonathan showed the PvP system, like the duel system. Just if you wanna have some fun within your own race, you can still duel them. Or of course in the weekly tournament, which is like a big 1v1 tournament. And in the end, someone stands. And he's gonna be the general for the week until the next big tournament. Well, there's also gonna be a lot of dungeons, and you can create parties for that, so you can play the dungeon together, up to 4 people. Yeah, RNG is gonna be fire for sure.